Welcome everyone to Phonogenics 101. Finally tonight, the long-awaited, much requested. I've never gotten so many comments or emails of people asking, where's the Rebel Heart podcast? For real. So here it is. Tonight we're going to dig into the classic, controversial. I don't even know. I'm having the allergies really bad this week, so I'm a little out of it.
The agony and the ecstasy that is Rebel Heart.
The agony and the ecstasy that is Rebel Heart.
Mostly agony.
All right, well, we have a bunch of returning panel members. We have one new one. So I'm just going to go around and have everyone introduce themselves and tell a little bit about... Let's not get into our journey into this album until we discuss a little bit. So just kind of say where you're from. We'll start with David.
You're muted.
The nerve. I hate my life. Hi, everybody. My name is David, lifelong fan, whatever. I'm from Miami, currently in Key West for work.
And before we move on, do you kind of like, or not like Rebel Heart?
I love Rebel Heart.
Okay.
That's just me.
Next, we have Jeffrey Dicker.
Hello, Jeffrey from Los Angeles, West Hollywood to be exact. I do not like the album at all. And I think the demos were okay, but possibly because they leaked so soon that you feel special that you have something no one else has.
All right. Next, we have a newcomer, Felix.
Hi, I'm Felix. I live in Hollywood, Florida. I'm a remixer, been doing it for 20 years, and I've been a fan since I was 8 years old. I've seen her live 7 times.
Cool. And do you like, not like, or medium about Rebel Heart? Where do you stand on this one?
Medium. I mean, I like some of the songs, but I thought some of the demos were better than the album versions.
Right. I feel like it's going to be definitely a recurring theme in tonight's podcast. And I think a lot of people are going to be watching and be like, yes, I totally agree. And finally, our Gothic philosopher from the Pacific Northwest.
I mean, why do I have to introduce myself? You just said it all. So I am Sharon. I'm from Seattle. I am the Gothic philosopher. I'm here to bring the goth perspective on. Yes, I'm here to bring the goth perspective on Madonna. I have the important distinction of being the only person here that dressed up as Madonna in 1984 for Halloween. So got that going for me.
And how do you feel about Rebel Heart before we even go into the discussion?
Rebel Heart is not my favorite Madonna record.
All right. And I think we're going to be joined by a couple more people in a little bit, maybe. All right. So this is what happened. MGNA came out. It was what it was. It started off strong. It kind of went, kind of got a little limp. The tour was awesome, in my opinion.
I love the tour. And actually, I'm on the DVD.
Cool. And then Madonna started doing hashtags. She started using the same hashtags over and over. She did a lot of hashtags that said hashtag Rebel Heart. She had hashtag Body Shop. So a lot of the songs that would become Rebel Heart first appeared on her Instagram when she was in the studio. So my curiosity was up. I was getting excited. I thought the title Rebel Heart was really cool, actually. I'm like, yes, I've got a Rebel Heart. I can relate to this one. So a couple years go by. It looked like she was really invested in the studio. It seemed like she was really into the process of writing whatever she was writing. The rumors leaked that she was working with Avicii, so that was cool. Mm-hmm. And then one day, a bunch of shit leaked. Like 5 or 6 songs was the first leak, right?
No, there's like 40.
But they didn't all leak. They didn't all leak at once. They came in different waves.
Yeah, there was at least 28 or something on the first day, because it was like
I had 13 the first day.
Yeah, the first day was just.
I had 13. Maybe by the time I discovered it, there was like 28 or something, and I got it pretty early because I didn't even know it existed. I didn't know she hadn't even announced that she was making a new album or anything. She kind of had some hints, like Jeremy said, and then there's a website that I sometimes find albums or whatever on, and I go on that website and there was like a Madonna thing I had never heard of, and I was like, oh, it's probably like some bootleg where it's not even really by Madonna. It's like something else. And you download it and then you're like, oh. And then like I listened to the first song and I'm like, no, that's her. And then it was like, oh my God, there's like a full album plus like 16 bonus tracks. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I think the first thing was 13 songs and it was leaked as an album called Iconic, correct?
Yeah.
I got that.
Yep. So
I think it's somewhere too.
The first round of leaks, I think, was Living for Love, Bitch on Madonna,
Devil Pray,
Unapologetic Bitch,
Revolution,
Heartbreak City, Illuminati, Joan of Arc,
Messiah, the ballad, yeah.
Beautiful, Borrowed Time.
No,
and
not in the first batch.
What's that?
Let me hold on 1 second because I have it here somewhere.
Oh, do you?
I got it the first day it leaked.
Oh, Addicted.
I've been on this ride. I'm Addicted. You're right.
That was on the original.
And Rebel Heart. The Avicii songs came out like this.
So I remember hearing that first wave and thinking, like, if this is the new Madonna album, it's very kind of acoustic with some dance. And it didn't feel like it was going to be the biggest hit, but it felt really impactful. Like, I loved it. I'm like, oh, she's speaking to me again in a way she hadn't since Confessions. Like, I felt really connected to these songs. And then, like a week later, a whole nother, maybe it was, I don't know if it was a week or a month, but like a whole nother wave.
Like 20, I think, that time.
So in that batch, he had like Sex, Holy Water, Body Shop, Messiah, Veni Vidi Vici, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, I like
all the sex songs.
Yeah.
She was like, I had a really bad weekend. I dropped all the sex songs. Anyway.
So then
it's just amazing. The songs just kept coming out, and oh my God. So the second batch of songs came out on a Thursday morning. I kid you not, around 8 o'clock. I am riding the bus to work, and all this shit is coming out, and I'm like, I have to be at work. I cannot wait for 5 p.m. to get home because everybody was just blowing me up. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. Oh
yeah, everyone was like, things are going crazy.
All over Facebook.
Yep.
I was thinking on Facebook.
People were going crazy.
Yeah.
And then, like, more and more things kept leaking. Even after the two major ones, like here and there, songs kept coming out. We would,
like, we would get like once a week or once every 4 or 5 days a new track. So after the two big leaks, we got Inside Out.
Yeah.
And we got Two Steps Behind Me, which caused a huge ruckus.
Never Let Me Go was one of the later leaks.
Take It Back.
Yep.
That baseball song, which was really horrible.
Score. Oh my God, that was so bad.
What the fuck was that song?
What about
Nothing Lasts Forever?
Trust No Bitch.
Well, Heaven was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
He is a hot mess.
Hot mess. It's my tagline.
Holy Water? No.
All right.
Sex.
So now we have all these leaks. And then one day I'm just sitting there and out of the blue, Madonna released 6 songs on iTunes because of everything that leaked. And then all of a sudden the Rebel Heart album was up for pre-order, but 6 songs were released, right? In late December.
People were kind of pissed off at her because she was saying it was like artistic rape.
Oh, yep. She said it was artistic rape, which is...
But it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, it's not cool when you have your fucking shit stolen and have it posted.
Exactly.
It's good for fans, but like it's also bad for the artist because, but I mean, you know, for all we know, like Lana Del Rey, she had her hard drive stolen and there's like hundreds of demos that she's done out there. And I mean, she embraced it because what else are you going to do? But I mean, it sucks because Madonna, you know, I mean.
But altogether, there was like 50 or 60 demos altogether. Because some of them had multiple versions.
Right. And then didn't she say, well, I can say it was artistic rape because I was raped before, which is like even digging herself deeper into
that. Oh my God. They were just like why didn't they understand
don't do that.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of the end for her, for me.
So
God, no.
She released the first 6 songs, and in that batch was a song called Ghost Town, which for some reason we never knew about. So
there was never a demo for it.
Yep, never a demo. That was the only new thing that appeared. Oh, I forgot to mention. Oh, I fucked up. The song Rebel Heart and Wash All Over Me were the first two that leaked, like a week before the first batch.
Well, they were on that first batch, yeah. They were on
but even before that, those two just stand alone.
Oh, yeah.
A week earlier.
Avicii's versions.
Yeah. Jeremy's correct.
His versions were so much better than the album versions.
Yeah.
Well, we had issues.
All right. So the 6 songs came out. It saw that there was a track list for like 19 songs or whatever, but the spaces weren't filled in. They were just numbers. And then I remember the day the Rebel Heart track list was released. And I was like, how the fuck can this song be the one that made the album? I was so like, my heart hurt so bad because I'm like, how can Borrowed Time not be on the album, but Sex and Holy Water are?
Borrowed Time
that's fair.
is a bonus track. We're fine.
But
it's on the Super Deluxe.
It's Rebel Heart wasn't even on the standard, and it's the name of the album.
I know, that's the weirdest part. It's like, why is Rebel Heart not on the main record? That is so weird. But
wait an entire.
I mean, Borrowed.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Borrowed Time, I will defend not being on the main version because thematically speaking, it does not fit the construct, which is songs of rebellion and songs of heart.
Right.
So it actually makes sense, even though it is in fact far superior to almost everything on that record. It does not fit thematically. So I actually agree theoretically with the decision, but
now let's remember as we go down the timeline, she released the track list, but then she didn't announce or release the deluxe, super deluxe edition track list till a couple weeks later. Because remember, people were like, how can all these songs not make it? And then the super deluxe edition track list came out with those additional songs. So it was kind of like this long process of things getting dropped. Then we found out that there was going to be 3 different album covers. And they're like, one's tame, one's the rebel, and one's going to be very controversial, which we'll get to those in a little bit. Then, are we all following along? Then the actual album leaked. I was working at the casino at the time. I worked the overnight shift, and I was supposed to be there at 10:15. The album leaked like at 9:30 p.m. I called my friend. I'm like, we have to listen to this now. So I called into the casino. I called into my job. I said, I'm sorry, the new Madonna album leaked. I'm not coming in. So to this day, it's out in the fucking file at the Hard Rock Seminole Casino. I signed my write-up saying Madonna album leaked. I put it right the fuck on there. So we drove to Orlando and listened to Rebel Heart. And I think sometimes you're so excited for a new Madonna album, you're like, this is the best thing ever. Then, time.
Reality hits.
Yeah, reality hits later. So that's kind of my story with the demos and the process. And then finally the album came out and the rest is history, so they say. Does anyone else want to share a story of their journey with the demos before? Let me add one more thing. I was connecting to these demos and I loved them more than anything she'd done in years. So then when the album proper came out, it was really, I took it kind of hard because there was so much stuff there that my heart connected to. And there was so much stuff on the final album that I thought was kind of like crap. Like it was kind of fun and a little frivolous, but I was ready for a deep Madonna album. And I kind of got like a half-hearted deep Madonna.
I don't know why she changed the version for Joan of Arc. It was better as a ballad.
Right. And we'll go into the songs.
I have one more story. When I lived in New York at the time and I was back in California on a trip, seeing one of my friends that night that is a huge Madonna fan. And we'd seen her in concert. Our first concert of Madonna was together. And I burned a CD and I was like, oh, so here's like 25 Madonna songs that are like brand new. And he was like, what? And like his reaction was like so priceless because like no one knew that. Like if you weren't like following it really closely, you would never know that like all that shit had leaked.
Right.
And so it was like such a crazy surprise because it wasn't like, oh, here's just like 10 songs or like 5 songs. Here's like 20.
And they kept coming and coming and coming.
Yep.
All right. Any stories before we get into the album cover next, David?
Yes. So I'm part of an online forum called ATRL. What's up to my Madonna crew on there? Alan, Lover, the rest of the crew. So I had been eyeballing because we knew there was an album coming because she had been talking about making music and all this stuff. So when those leaks came out, I had them right on time. So like I have never had so much fun as a Madonna stan than I did during that time because there was always stuff coming out. And then, okay, so they trickle down and we get a couple of songs. Then, oh Lord, Two Steps Behind Me comes back. And that is like the biggest controversy out there because they all think it's an attack on somebody. And
it is.
Well, and it was very well done. This is one of our best demos on there. So yes, I had so much fun with these demos. As a fan, it's like, obviously, I believed when she called it what she called it because it's true. They literally were like published everywhere and it was bad, but oh my God, I could not stop. I'm not one of those fans who are like, no, I want to be pure. I'm not going to listen to anything until it comes. No, bitch, I've been waiting too long. I want my music.
It was a really fun era and fans were really connecting with each other and really talking at the time. It was so much fun.
It was. It was an online community that you were on. Most of the time.
I was getting shit for listening to the demos. They're like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" I'm like, because I want to hear them. Like
the purists.
So, do you all think the album would have hit number 1 instead of number 2 if it didn't leak?
No.
No.
The problem was it beat number 2 because the Empire soundtrack had been released that week too, and Empire was huge at the time. He was completing his first season, so I was kind of pissed, but then I knew because I also had the Empire soundtrack and was playing that shit out. So, no, it did what it had to do, and it's fine.
All right, welcome Jeff X to the panel. We're still talking about how we discovered the demos and our journey with the demos of this album. Do you have anything to add to that topic? I know we were listening to those demos together.
He's muted.
Oh, you're on mute.
How dare you mute?
Still muted.
Still, the struggle is real.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, right.
I said that I discovered the demos through David. So,
that bitch.
Yeah, it was probably around.
I pulled a Jeffrey and brought to Jeff a CD of 25 tracks, and it was blown away.
Oh yeah, we partied that whole weekend, and it was around my birthday, and we just were listening to it as we were getting ready, and all that kind of stuff. And then that whole weekend, we just listened to the album, the demos, and it was just amazing. Like I was like, why didn't she put this on the album? Why wasn't that on the album? Why? What the fuck? Like why? Just frustrating. He's like, am I wrecking your nerves yet, bitch? And I'm like, yes.
So, Jeff, overall, do you like or not like the Rebel Heart album before we get into the discussion?
Rebel Heart is one of my favorite albums. It's very personal to me. Again, after a breakup and that part when you're leaving the past behind and you're, hitting the gym and you're looking cute and you're like, you took all that negative energy and that vengeful revenge mentality, which I had at the moment.
I remember that.
Yeah, you were around for that.
I was around, bitch.
Yeah, so and instead of focusing on that, I took all that negative energy and focused it on myself and bettering myself. And I had it on repeat every time I lifted a weight. Obviously, I'm skinnier now because I'm not as big as I was back then, but it was like, lifted every time I lifted, every time I hit something, it was like that album was on repeat. So it was very personal for that growth period in my life.
And Felix, you got something?
Yeah, I was in the hospital when I was first hearing the album. I had I had like a minor heart attack.
Oh my God.
And I was in the hospital, so I had my MP3 player and I was listening to the album over and over and over, and so it got me through that, and that's why I'm I like it, but then there's songs that don't.
And I feel like to add to those two stories, I had my stepdad and my dad both died within 10 days of each other. And I had to drive from New York to Florida with the stuff I inherited. And then I got into a pretty nasty lawsuit with some of my family. So Rebel Heart was kind of my companion piece through all that. So I feel like this album sat alongside a lot of us, you know, longtime Madonna fans during some moments. I will tell you, before I called this family member and let her know I was calling the lawyer, I lit a stick of incense, lit a candle, and listened to Unapologetic Bitch. You know what? I called the lawyer, I won the case, and that money's sitting in my fucking bank account. So
yes,
boom,
dude.
boom,
Nice.
boom.
Yep.
All right. So I have the Walmart clean version, the FNAC edition with auto-tune baby,
Sorry.
the Walmart deluxe clean version, the version from overseas that has the remix CD, and then the super deluxe edition.
You didn't get the Target version?
Which version?
You didn't get the Target version?
I don't think there was a Target version for Rebel Heart.
There was. I walked and bought it. It had
really? What was on it?
Well, the Rebel Heart was on it, and like I forgot what other song, but it was not. There was the 19-track one.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't get that one.
No, I got that super deluxe one. That was sick. I love that picture.
You know what? I think the Target one might have been the same one as the remix one I got from overseas, and that's why I didn't get the Target one. It had the same songs on it. Oh. All right, so we have the 3 album covers. My friend Oki calls this one the Betty White cover because he said she looks old and like Betty White, which is really mean.
She actually looks good there. I mean, to me, that's like
great.
To me, that's like the beginning of the very end for her. Like, obviously, the plastic surgery was pretty bad now looking back, but like, she's still a human. She's still a human, unlike now, where she looks like a freaking zombie.
Leave her alone. We're not talking about now. We're talking about 2015.
I'm saying like the last time she looked good, in my opinion, before she looked like she does now.
This one is, I feel like the cover that will be remembered. Let's never forget Madonna.
Because that bitch had squiggly lines on everybody's face at the time.
Yeah, John Lennon.
There was a website you could go to that you could put your own picture in with that thing around it. I have like my face in that cover somewhere.
Didn't Madonna put that on Martin Luther King and that didn't go over too well on Twitter?
Yeah, she did it on like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
There was Frida Kahlo did that shit around her face, but there was someone else that did it too, and I don't remember who it was. And I was looking for it on the internet.
Somebody said it was Bjork.
Oh.
No, it was like a photograph from like a long time ago.
Somebody said it was Bjork that did that.
And then the very controversial, which isn't at all, the super deluxe edition, which I don't even understand. I don't understand why this exists.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite of the covers.
Really? You like it?
Yes, me too.
I do.
It's very sex book.
Yeah, very sex book erotica era. That's so good.
Yeah. I think it's great. I mean, she's trying to provoke, but I think it's appropriate given the content of some of the songs. I think it's very appropriate.
All right, so our
holy water sex version.
We're gonna do many votes tonight. So our first vote is Betty White, the Betty White version, the Martin Luther King version, or the Dita Parlo sex book version.
Yes.
I vote. Okay, how many votes for Betty White? How many votes for the things on her face cover? That's my favorite. We have 3. And then how many votes for the sex book cover? So we're tied 3 for 3. All right.
I'm Betty White in the street and Dita Parlo in the bedroom.
That's right. In the street.
I don't know what the sex book has to do with being a rebel heart. It's more like being whatever.
Well, erotica has a couple of songs on Rebel Heart, so.
And that's a wrap. I think that. Okay, so I was working at a pizza place called Cappy's Pizza, And when this came out, I brought the vinyl in and set it up like on the server station for 3 days when this came out because I just had to have the new Madonna album with me because that's how I was at the time.
Lord.
Yep. So we had the vinyl. Here it is. I didn't display Madam X when that came out. All right. Any final thoughts before we start getting into the track by track? We have like 80 songs to cover, so we'll kind of keep it moving.
It's going to take a while.
We've got 819 songs. We are currently playing 57.
Now,
We're still releasing demos.
Yeah, the demos are
Another one coming in.
Wait, there was another leak.
Oh my God.
Now, on the Joni Mitchell group, we can't even get through 10 songs in one podcast. They're all two-parters. So can we get through these? I think we can.
Of course we can. Please.
Yes, we can.
We can do this, team.
Okay.
Let's do this, yo.
So before we go into each song, let's take the vote of what's better, the album version or the demo for those who know it. Track 1, Living for Love. Who votes for the demo version? Who votes for the studio version?
I actually like the studio version on that one.
But I actually did like 3 remixes for that. Like one's like almost like the album version, and then another one is like break beats, and then the other one is like house, but it's got like strings and stuff.
Cool. Well, I like the demo version because it gave me Shep Pettibone flashbacks with that bass line, the piano.
Yeah, it sounded very 90s, very 90s.
Yeah, I like it. I like the demo, but I like the album version. For me.
Can we all agree that Alicia Keys could have kept her ass at home? Because her piano part didn't add anything that the original piano... Like, what did she do? Save the gas money, Alicia. You didn't add anything to the fucking song.
And I love Alicia Keys, I will say, but maybe not. Like, I don't know if that was the I don't know if that was the mashup we needed at that moment in time on that song.
Now, somebody ruined Living for Love for me in a way. They're like, once you get this in your head, you'll never be able to get it out either. So I hate to do this to all the listeners. But someone's like, Living for Love is just like a Cher legacy dance single. Then they're like, I can get caught up in bed on earls. So once you get that,
I was thinking today that the Cher voice would have lent itself well on a bunch of the tracks.
So it's like right up there with Song for the Lonely is Living for Love.
I'm not gonna lie. When the song came out, I really thought this would be her Believe.
Oh my God.
Well, I thought the demo was like a perfect single, like great, like, and then the album version, I was like, what? I don't know. It just didn't. It was the first of many disappointments to come for me with the demos versus the album version.
And Madonna did say in an interview on a talk show that she did like the demo version better. She did say that. So why didn't she
release it?
I think she felt like she needed to put something out different than what had leaked, but I think that was a mistake. I think she should just put out what leaked and then maybe put those out as bonus tracks, like our remixes or something.
Do all of us gays? Yes, David.
I think honestly because Give Me All Your Lovin' leaked, and when the new version came out, it wasn't different. It just had the 2 rappers on it. And she was criticized for it.
So she punished us for a whole album because of that stupid song?
I'm telling you, like, she went in and, like, first of all, she couldn't work with Avicii. So those songs were ruined when she changed them. But, no, I just think the pressure. She didn't want to be criticized as much as she was criticized the last time stuff leaked, and she didn't do anything. She didn't change anything. So they were like, oh, it could have sounded better. Maybe she should have experimented a little more. And now she over-experimented.
I think we can all agree that Madonna probably was pulled in a lot of directions and probably did have a crisis of conscience. Like, she probably didn't know what the hell to do. So we'll give her that. But
it was the first time that had happened. Like,
her face is now pulled in all directions.
Yes, that's true.
Anyhow, living for love.
Not against plastic surgery. I just think that she was so pretty before and had such a nice look, and she didn't need anything, and whatever. It's sad that she had
just a little Botox here and there. That's all she needed. So
Well, I mean, I think we don't need to go down that road again, but I think there are many of us that would have appreciated having a role model that, you know, kind of embraced the aging for what it was. But at the same time, and I've said this rather openly, like, you know, she is in control of her own image. And if she chooses to, you know, like, she has, it's her body, you know, so we support
my body, my choice.
Right. It's still her. She paid for it.
Exactly. She has those receipts.
For selfish reasons, though, for a good 30, maybe 35 years of my life, Madonna was always who I aspired to want to be like. And then the way she is now is against my personal values. Not against, but it's not what I want to be. So it's like, I feel a little lost, to be honest. And it's totally her choice. Like, she can do whatever she wants. No judgment. But I miss having that person like, yes, I want to be. That's what I'm aspiring to be. So,
yeah.
Well, this record is hard on me because, and Living for Love is actually not a song. It actually is one of the songs I think, like, thematically, like, even despite some of the controversy with the demo versus the version that was ultimately released, like I think it was actually a solid track. Like, you know, I'll put that on my grave, but like some of the content, like, I like to say tagline hot mess for this record, right? Like, some of the songs on this record, like, I go back and I think about, like, Substitute for Love, and then you kind of like compare and contrast to where we are now, and I'm like, there's like there was a certain self-awareness and maturity that, like, weirdly she kind of really became far afield from. So, like, this record has these moments of like her looking back upon her life and reflecting and clearly having, like, learned lessons, and you get those moments. But there's also, I don't want to criticize her, but I almost feel like in some ways she's almost regressed a little bit as well. And that's something that I struggle with a little bit thematically with the record. Like, she's embracing the rebellion. Like, the rebellion is what allowed her to differentiate, to, you know, to you know, stand out from the pack and gave her career longevity. The heart is the part that, like, you know, no matter what she was doing, like, provocateur or not, like, everything was always rooted about, you know, a lust and a yearn for love, right?
Yes.
But I just feel like there was a little bit of a regression, you know, from the person, you know, in the 90s. And I don't want to, like, criticize or judge that, because, like, everyone has to go through the journey that they go through. And it's like, as an artist, like you don't owe me as an artist to be like, I'm going to be mature right now. You know, it's like, everyone's got to go where they got to go. Right. But I just I struggled with some of the songs, you know, and we'll get there. Holy water. You know,
there's a lot of songs on this record too that are like you should feel sorry for me because my fame didn't provide happiness. And it's like, I'm sorry, you're really rich and I don't really have any sympathy for you. If you can't make that work, like, go fuck yourself. That's, like, my view of it. Just because, like, so many people would want a quarter, a 16th of what she's experienced and done, and she can't be happy with whatever she's accomplished. It's like,
and let's not forget to mention that her original concept was to release a double album. One album was going to be the Rebel album, and the other one was going to be the Hard album. She was going to divide them into two. So I always wonder what that would have looked like.
Well, you could easily make your own, because there's so many songs that, like,
all those piano songs. There's so many leaks.
I was thinking this morning, I was listening to the album this morning, because this is my least listened to officially released studio album. I've heard the demos a lot, but not the actual record. And so I had to refamiliarize myself with it. But I was thinking that, like, there's so many songs that would have been good, like, EPs.
Yeah. Like Robin did.
Yeah, I think that would have been it would have been an interesting idea.
She would have had, like, the sexy one. Like, we would have all been there for it. Like, oh, this is her raunchy EP. That would have been fun.
Yeah. And I mean, she has it all there. Because, like, what the fuck would she release, like, 19 songs for when they're like these ones?
How are you going to follow Messiah with sex? Or whatever. But I guess we'll get there.
Those are different EPs.
Yeah. how rebellious is it to really talk about sex in 2015? You know, also, like, I don't know how much rebel there was in that, talking about water sports. Anyway.
Good times. Waterboarding.
One thing I didn't like was she had the grill on.
Oh, the grill.
Yeah, like, made her sound like she had a list. Made her sound like she had a list.
Yeah, great point, Felix. Let's not forget the grill was in full effect during this era. What do you guys think of the "Living for Love" video with the bullhorn?
I liked it.
Remember it premiered on Snapchat? You had to watch it on Snapchat first.
But wasn't this when she fell? Like when she performed this song live?
Yeah, she fell at the Brits. She fell on the stage.
Had a good recovery because that thing took her ass down.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that injury hurt her for years.
Her pride.
It looks really painful. And I mean, she, like, say what you will.
She looked flawless on the ground.
She recovered really fast because, like, that looked like if that would have happened to you, like, on the playground, you would have been, like, out for, like, 15 minutes.
Now, this is a terrible thing to say, and I shouldn't even say this publicly. But on Twitter, I did make one of those Chromatica 2 into whatever. What was the mashup that people were doing? The Lady Gaga album Chromatica, like the instrumental into the song after it.
What, Babylon in Vogue? Is that what you're talking about?
No. Shit. Well, someone else talk a second. I'll be right back.
Good times. I remember the Snapchat, and I was like, "Oh, I have to get Snapchat now." It's like another social streaming thing. Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna lie, someone
Snapchat for other reasons.
Someone looped that performance where she fell, like it was like a 5-minute loop, and I definitely watched it multiple times.
Oh, who didn't? I was like, oh, I just remember the performance. I was like, why? But then I was
like somebody made a GIF of a bunch of her like going up the stairs and being pulled back
and falling down and
I remember that.
But my God, so she falls down and she's serving this beautiful face because her face was beat. And then she gets on up and she turns it out.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, and she went into her voguing and she did all her stuff. It's like, by the time that performance had ended, I'm like, did she even fall?
Oh, no, she did.
Yes. No case. No case.
She got a lot of respect after that. She got a lot of respect after that because people were saying, "Oh, you know, she got right up and finished the song."
Yeah.
So,
I mean, she's
other people would be like, "Oh no, I'm done. I'm sorry."
All right, here we go.
I get up again, over and over.
So there was a hashtag on Twitter called Chromatica 2 to 911. So we're gonna
that makes sense. Oh.
We're gonna pause for a moment. So Living for Love, before we move on to the next song, thumbs up, thumbs sideways, or thumbs down? I give it a thumbs up.
Wait.
Why are we shocked? We knew what's coming. So
Shit.
I like the demo. I don't like the album version.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to track 2.
General, do you like the song?
What, say it again?
But in general, do you like the song?
Yeah, in general, I like the song.
Okay.
I just don't like the version that was released on the album.
All right.
Okay.
Track 2, Devil Pray. How many people vote for the demo version? How many people vote for the album version?
Can I vote for neither version? Is that okay?
I vote. Okay, look, she votes for neither, and I vote for both.
Cool. You can have my votes. Here, I'll give my vote to David. We're good.
Okay, so you can do weed. You can smoke weed, drink whiskey.
I love that.
I heard that this morning on my walk, and it was just like amazing.
That was 7:30 for me.
Exactly. I was all like, it was so amazing. I was like, let me tell you, when the demo dropped, a lot of people were like, okay, this is really good. They really like this song connected to a lot of people when it dropped. So, and I listened to it today and I was like, yeah, it's so good.
I like the dance version that is on the final album. I did like where they took this one because I thought the acoustic one was a little, I don't know, it didn't quite do it for me as much.
See, that's another song I remixed. I did 3 versions for that too.
Okay. All right.
Like,
Did you guys like the lyrics for this one overall? What'd you think of the weed and all that stuff?
Didn't bother me. Didn't bother me.
I really
I've done all of that, so.
see. So for me, thinking about Madonna sniffing glue was a bridge too far. That was where I draw the line.
Well, I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
I was like, cool with the weed, cool, like sniffing glue. I'm not with you. Like, drugs are bad, Madonna.
There you like.
All right. Well, any other thoughts on Devil Pray? I guess we're just some of these we're not gonna have a lot to say about.
Not much. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it.
Thumbs up, medium, or down? I give it a thumbs up.
I like the demo.
Oh, Sharon.
I like the demo too. The demo, I like the strictness of the demo because it makes the lyrics pop more.
So Sharon, was it the glue that gave it the thumbs down for you?
Yeah, I just found it to be. I think the record in some places are just she is a little forced, and I feel like she's trying. Like it's almost like she's over rotating on the rebellion. She's like, "Look, I'm really rebellious, everybody." You know,
when she's quoting all those drugs, I'm like, did she Google like what are all the drugs?
Hey,
like it doesn't feel like she does them.
I don't know if there's any music studio geeks in here, but I don't know if anyone noticed that her auto tune gets glitchy. Auto tune. If it's not set right, it does like a pop thing. So the it kind of like it does a little thing. So listen to that. Like the producer did a shitty job mixing that part. So just listen next time you listen to the album. Yeah. So any other thoughts on Devil Pray before we move on?
I like the performance in the tour.
Yeah, that was cool.
That tour DVD is annoying because it's like cut so fast. It's like I get nauseated watching it. It's like I wish they would show it like the full. I don't know, whatever. Too choppy.
I can't with that DVD.
Yeah, people joked about like bringing seizures and stuff, and I'm like, I have seizures, so like, it doesn't bring it on for me, but people were like making a joke.
All right, so the third song was the song that didn't leak. It's a song that she made a video where she was channeling her Stevie Nicks moment. And Madonna was actually getting some good feedback on Facebook. They're like, did you see the new Madonna video? And then she fucking made out with Drake and derailed the whole Ghost Town moment that was happening. So, like, the album was finally getting some good momentum. The video was pretty. She had this long hair. Here's my little, I forgot to show my Living for Love. If you went to the club night, you got the remix promo single. Here's the CD single. And then here's my Ghost Town remixes single. So what do y'all think of Ghost Town?
It's definitely the best song on the album.
You think so?
Yeah.
I remember Diplo saying in an interview, if any other artist did this, it'd be a #1 hit. Which
he's absolutely right.
I could see that. It's so forced for Madonna to do like a adult contemporary song.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, I think it's a genuinely good song.
It is.
And I like the video with this guy from Empire.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah,
Terrence Howard. Yes.
It just doesn't feel like a Madonna song to me, though. It doesn't.
Oh,
it
never felt like a Madonna song. It's such a Madonna song. It's like, let me tell you, one of the best things about our bitch is that, she may not have the best voice, but she knows how to emote. So when you hear Ghost Town, first of all, you're shocked because it didn't leak. And then you're like, damn, it's good. It truly is a good song.
Yeah, like
it's a classic Madonna ballad.
Even in her interview with Howard Stern, he said that was his favorite song when she went on Howard Stern.
And speaking of sloppy studio, when you listen on the headphones, you can hear the microphone turn on and her doing that with her mouth in the introduction. And I thought for sure they would, because that was on the iTunes, like when they released the 6 songs, I'm like, they've got to fix that studio glitch. And they didn't. It went all the way to the final album. So listen, you can hear when they turn on the vocal track and she's like, that is such sloppy studio engineering. Did anyone else ever notice that?
No. I never noticed it.
No. But
I just
love
noticed
your
she
ear.
took a breath. I noticed she took a breath before she started singing. Like
you can like hear the shuffling on the microphone. I'm like, this is some sloppy shit. They must have been in a rush.
It's the grill.
I heard it was
That's what it was.
Artist, but I never noticed it on that one.
Well, any other thoughts on Ghost Town? I guess it's cool. She has a picture of her mom in the video, so that's a nice sentimental throwback.
And the tango.
I'm going to give it a sideways. I don't really care about this song. Oh.
Sorry, thumbs up, my friends.
Jeffrey, your thumbs down?
Yes.
Why? What do you not like about the song?
Shocking.
Me, it seems super forced for her. Like I don't buy it at all.
What about when Taylor Swift came out and played the acoustic guitar? Did anyone care?
Oh, on the song?
Yeah,
this album, I have to say, was like the first time where I was like, I don't think I'm gonna start following her like I used to. Like I'll follow her on Instagram and look when I look, but I don't care to like release date, like whatever. It's like I no longer care, which is sad.
Oh.
Adamex did nothing to change my mind.
Yeah, I was fully on board for this whole album. It wasn't until next month when we'll talk about that later. All right. Next song. I don't think the demo and the release version were that much different, but Unapologetic Bitch. Is there anyone that liked the demo better?
They're the same, I think.
They're the same. Which takes away the theory that she didn't have to change everything. All right. Unapologetic Bitch.
And of course, it's one of the worst songs imaginable, and she doesn't change that at all. It's like
no,
this is my favorite.
I knew this was going to be controversial.
Yeah,
this is my favorite song on the album.
It's my second favorite song off the album. I know it's silly and it's not as deep, but it's all in how you take it. For me, it was deep because I am an unapologetic bitch.
I know that's right.
After that breakup, and I love what she said. I'm popping bottles that you can't even afford. You can't get in the door, and that actually did happen with my ex-husband. So it was good to be with that. Actually happened. I was in a VIP section with celebs and hanging out and doing all this shit with my friends, and my ex showed up, and he used to be in that circle with me. And now you're on the outside looking in. And it was like, you fucked up. And it was just it was very personal. I mean, it's like silly on the outside, but it's deep and personal for me. And I actually lived that. I experienced that. And it was just like, I loved it. It was like, in your face, motherfucker, fuck you. Like, it's one of those fuck you songs. And I love it. So
this song has given me strength in weak moments. Like there's sometimes I just need that extra pick me up, and I just put on this track. I'm like, set it, hit it, quit it.
Yeah, that part too. Oh, and also it's a reggae track. So Madonna doesn't do a lot of reggae. So, I love that too. It's a little different for her. So
remember some people saying she was trying to sound like Gwen with this one? I don't agree with that.
I loved it. It was my favorite track off the first 13 that were released, the first batch that came out. So I was playing it out so much because I loved it. And I still do. Like, on my workout this morning.
That bass pops.
Yeah,
it's when it's like, I love
that Madonna experimented with so many different sounds on this record. I just don't think she did it very well. That's my personal take. But
I think this is a successful one for me.
This is one I was so cringing when I heard the song for the first time, and it never has stopped. I just think
I would like to co-sign on that.
Oh my God.
It's so painful.
So painful.
So painful.
I feel like Paulie from The Sopranos.
I mean, it's interesting to hear like very different opinions of it, but I just have never liked it and just thought this is a shame that someone this talented would do something this low.
Well, sometimes you just got to call it like it is, Jeffrey. Felix, how do you feel about Unapologetic Bitch?
It's okay. Like, not my favorite. Like, I remember the tour, she was getting different people to come up on the stage.
Yeah.
I was there when she got Ariana Grande to come up, and like the night before she had Thirsty on stage with her.
Yes, that was the show I went to.
See, I love this song so much. And I feel like her version on the tour was so like Vegas glitzy. Like I wanted something raw and kind of raunchy for it, not her like Vegas showgirl outfit. So
I just know that David and Jeremy and I, the three of us around that time,
we're on an island on our own.
Well, the three of us were burning it over and over and over, even through text, messenger, anything that regarded anything.
You know what? That's because the three of us are fucking Vanity 6. That's why. Jeffrey, have fun being Brenda. Sheila E. over there.
Miss Brenda will get a mention when we get to Body Shop.
Lemon cake.
All right, unapologetic bitch. Thumbs up, sideways, or down?
2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
I can't be unapologetic about that. How bad I hate that song.
Up next, a very controversial song. Some people love it, some people hate it. The demo version was much different than the released version. That song is Illuminati.
Yes.
Demo version. Who votes for the demo version? Who votes for the Kanye West album version? So the first time I heard the demo version, I'm like, oh, girl, get it. Like, it had that kind of like ray of light kind of banging beat. I love this song. Like, the rap could be Jay-Z or could be, like, I fucking love it. The song is so weird. And then when he gets into that weird acoustic breakdown, like, I am here for Illuminati. I think it's a masterpiece.
It ain't Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or anybody else you love to hate.
I liked it. I listened to it today. It was cute.
I liked the demo, and then the studio.
I don't like the album version.
I don't like the album version at all. I think that any of the charm of the demo was eliminated on the album version. I'm like, why would she release this version? Like, which I kept saying, like every track. I'm like, why would she? Even if people already had the song, that was still the superior version, in my opinion.
The demo version or the release version would have been a cool remix, like on a single, but not the officially released track, right? Like that fucking bass in the Kanye mix. Boo! I thought the demo version was a bop.
Yeah, the demo version was way better.
Yeah.
It was more fun.
Also, those lyrics seem very forced to me. I mean,
oh my god.
I will admit, when the demo was out, that was a song I would go back to, but I don't buy it.
Sharon, enlighten us. How do you feel about Illuminati?
That's a no from me, Bob.
Back to you, Bob.
It's just, I mean, I appreciate that. As I understand it, the impetus was like finding out that she was in the Illuminati and was going, oh, that's kind of interesting. Who knew I was in the Illuminati?
I kept hearing.
But I don't know. It is a wacky song. It is a wacky song, and I don't know. It just didn't really land for me.
All right. Do we have anybody else that would like to comment on Illuminati?
I feel the same. I like it, but it's not like I get it. We all know what she's trying to say, but it's not a favorite of mine. It's not anything that really stood out or touched me in any way.
Dude, that acoustic breakdown, the demo where she's like, "It's the enlightenment that started." Like, it's so creepy. I fucking love that demo. It's like Coast to Coast AM, fucking weird mystic shit. Count me the fuck in on that original shit. Kanye, leave the studio.
Right.
Felix or David, any thoughts on Illuminati?
No, I thought it was okay. I liked the demo way better than the album version.
Sharon, have you heard this demo? Oh well, shit. We're just gonna. So we just played a little bit of the Illuminati demo for Sharon, who heard it for the first time.
It is in fact better. It is also still weird.
You should have forwarded it to the middle part so you could hear that part.
Oh, you definitely go back and listen to that because it's a bop. I danced around my fucking bedroom to that shit many times. All right, moving on. Next, a song that you performed on Jimmy Fallon, correct? The video had many cameo appearances. Bitch, I'm Madonna.
Yeah.
Her last top Hot 100 charting song.
And only because of the video.
And it's one of the highest streaming on YouTube.
Right. Is it her highest? Is it the highest or like in the top 3?
It's one of the highest. It's at like 300 and something million plays.
I remember the first time I heard this, I'm like, this is my queen doing modern, edgy music. She is with the times. That's how I felt the first time I heard it. But now we're in 2022. How do we feel about Bitch, I'm Madonna?
I felt like it was unnecessary.
Oh my God.
I have to agree with Michelle Visage here. So I think that she's a huge Madonna fan, and she was like, yeah, it was just like, no, like, we love you, but there's no need for you to say that because we already know that you are Madonna. So I don't know. It's just, it's okay. It's an okay song, but it's not. It wasn't my favorite. It's not for me.
We go hard or we go home, making a movement all night long.
Cringy.
The demo was
good for her for
basically
trying
same.
something, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the demo was the same.
We go home, stick it deep inside my hole.
only difference on the album version is Nicki Minaj was thrown in.
Which I did not like the Nicki rap. I don't need Nicki Minaj on Madonna songs.
No.
Right?
No. I think they're magic together. And I hate Nicki. And they're
I
magic
like it together. But I just thought, I wish they would have done something different together. So.
All right, I'm going to do something controversial. Thumbs up. I'm there for Bitch, I'm Madonna. I think it's so campy. It's so campy.
I'm there with you.
It was fun. It was fun to dance to in the club.
Those remixes in the clubs were everything.
I was rubbing the crack of my ass up against some people. Oh,
I mean, what needs to happen is someone needs to do a cover of it, like immediately, like somebody like Aerosmith. You know,
that'd be funny.
Oh my God.
E-Pops, where is his version?
I would like to see the Marilyn Manson cover of Bitch, I'm Madonna.
We go home.
Oh, Trent Reznor, yes.
All right, so now we are moving past the first initially 5 released songs. The rest we didn't hear till the album came out. So hold tight. Demo or album?
Demo.
Same thing.
Demo.
Definitely demo.
I like both.
I feel the demo was very like kind of freestyle, wasn't it a little bit?
I like that little breakdown in between, like between the choruses.
Yeah.
That was a freestyle beat. A freestyle beat. I was like, look at this bitch with freestyle.
Yeah.
And then the album version was very like Power of Goodbye 2015.
Yeah, it's my both together. It's my favorite song off the album.
I love this song.
Yeah, it's my favorite song off the album. Collectively, like both versions, I like them both. So it's my favorite song off the album. Number 1.
I don't know why she didn't do it on the tour.
Me and my friend were talking about how in an alternate universe, like the original version would have been a great album opener. Like it's just it was a hot track with that freestyle breakdown.
I thought it was going to get a video.
It's like move over Shannon, Madonna's back.
But I saw a video of a children's choir singing it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess it's one of the only songs that a children's choir could sing from this album.
They can do Holy Water. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeffrey, you're being awfully quiet. How did you feel about Hold Tight?
Me?
Yeah.
Not one of my favorites.
And why? No,
demos, I would say I liked half of them like a lot, and then the other half I was like, eh. But then because it was a demo, I was like, I'm not mad because it's like I wouldn't have had it anyway. So,
right.
But then when she released them on the album, I was like, what?
Right.
Then I was mad because it was like, now I'm spending money. Before it was like for free, I'll take anything,
I know that's right. All right. Hold Tight. I'm giving it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Great song. Personal to me.
Oh.
What?
Jeffrey,
I'm sorry to be a hater. I just really
No,
don't.
I love it.
It's not being a hater. It is your opinion, and you will stand next to it.
I am
like
standing
those
by.
opinions.
People in the fan groups and Facebook would say differently. They don't like if you say anything that's not kissing ass.
Oh, that's so true.
Well, I am the least person,
and that is so horrendous.
Because Prince fans are like that too, and I actually stopped posting anything about Prince because like I'm really passionate about my opinions on things, and people like just if you don't just say all positive things, people are like, well, "Fuck you," and I'm like, and so Madonna fans are like that too. But with Madonna, I will definitely defend.
Well, here with us, you can let her rip.
I'm in a safe space.
Honesty only.
Sharon, Hold Tight. How do you feel about Hold Tight before we move on?
I like Hold Tight, believe it or not. I prefer the demo version.
Big time.
To me, it's like my own personal song for my intimate group of friends. And the way I dedicated to my personal group of friends, like secretly, that was like a little song. I don't think I've even told David this, but I'm like, that's what I it's almost like a dedication to my inner circle of friends and all the shit we've been through over the years, and we're still here. We've held tight, and we got it over. Yep.
And some of the lyrics were different in the demo, right? Weren't there some different lyrics?
Yeah. How you, David? Were you doing the tears?
There was like an extra like half verse demo.
Right, like a pre-chorus or something, right?
Yeah. No matter what they say, like, oh God. But I remember like there was like a little pre thing before.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be listening to the Rebel Heart demos after this, just like everyone else instead of the album version. Okay, next, Joan of Arc, demo or album version? Who votes for the demo?
I like it.
Who votes for the album version?
I like it too.
As my friend says, he's like, that's the Casio keyboard version. He felt like the drum beat sounds like one of those Casio.
It sounded like a remix. Like that's pretty much what it was.
You remember how in the 80s the Casio had like the pre-made song in it? He's like, get this Casio remix off my stereo.
It's like
I don't want to talk about it right now.
But she liked the demo version because she did the ballad version of Ellen.
Right. So
but that ballad version is everything.
It's everything. And some of the words were different in the demo. Remember, you'll always be my soldier that I can depend on.
Yeah.
And once again, like I just don't buy that she is comparing herself to Joan of Arc. I mean, yeah, people have talked shit on her and she's endured some shit, but like you didn't have to be famous. You know what I mean? You could have like stepped down at any point and like lived a normal life if it was such a put off to you, you know.
Well, the thing is that in that song, she's not saying she is Joan of Arc. She's saying I'm not Joan of Arc.
I mean, you know what I mean? But like just all this, it's just like also like this whole fucking shit.
Woe me, like woe me.
Yeah, woe me. Yeah.
I felt like there was some vulnerability here, though, some that we haven't heard even a hint of in how the fuck long.
I would agree. And
I felt MDNA had a little more vulnerability.
Well, one thing
I would also agree
is that one of my dreams was as a child was to go to Egypt, and I finally got to go to the motherland back home to Egypt. And when I first got there, I think I texted you, Jeremy, that they were playing Joan of Arc.
Yes.
And right, I did, right?
Yes, you did. Yep.
And I said they're playing Joan of Arc in this hotel, and I was in the hotel. They have like a little restaurant, and I went to pick up some food, and I'm just looking, picking up some Arabic food in the hotel, and then they're blasting Joan of Arc, and I immediately sent a message to Jeremy, and he came into my mind, and I was like, "This is gonna be a good trip."
And it was, right?
It was an amazing trip, yeah.
And were they playing the Casio remix version?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they did play the Casio version. Yes,
I do like the harmony she added in that later version, though. They're very like California.
But I will say, so I had the same initial reaction that Jeffrey had, just kind of like, okay, I don't know if I can quite go with you complaining about your life. But I will say this, because this is something, you know, like that she's done multiple times, obviously. We don't have a perspective on what her life is, right? And also she has lived her life stunningly, like visibly, and has taken an enormous amount of criticism, like to the point that, you know, 7 total strangers are you know, dissecting everything she's ever done in the past 20 years, right? So I don't have that problem. So I do embrace the fact that she has problems that I don't have, and has, you know, a need for artistic expression in that regard, you know?
Right.
And a life of, you know, like she has, which is a clear like desire to push the envelope and to challenge sort of social conventions and you know, live unapologetically. You know, I actually don't think, because I had the same initial reaction, which is like, you're not seriously calling yourself Joan of Arc. But I actually don't. I think you're right. I don't think that she's saying that she's Joan of Arc, right? But I think that the root sentiment is there, that like she, you know, she's having another moment where she's sort of she's struggling with the challenge of living so publicly, you know, in front of us, and she's struggling with it in front of us, and I don't actually besmirch her for that, you know.
But it was one album later on Dark Ballet where she does indeed feel like she's Joan of Arc, right? So,
it's true.
We have next month to look forward to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, as I said, I can't wait until next month.
Okay, Joan of Arc, any final thoughts? Thumbs up, middle, or down?
I like the performance on Ellen.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I like it.
Okay.
And then Jeremy, then our Joan of Arc moment turned into 7 Wonders.
Oh, that's right.
It's Fleetwood Mac. Yeah.
All right, next, Mike Tyson enters the studio.
Oh my God, no.
Times.
No.
And Chance the Rapper, right?
Yes.
Chance the Rapper has entered the studio.
Yes. I'm a fan of Mike Tyson. I've been a fan of Mike Tyson since the 80s.
Okay, there are certain reasons to be a fan. And there are okay, I'm just gonna shut up now.
Please don't. Now the demo demo or studio? I vote studio for
I don't like either of them.
Studio.
That demo is really rinky dink.
Yeah.
Any votes for the demo? What a weird album song to open her tour with, though, right?
Yeah.
No, but it was good.
Wearing the dress she wore in the Oscars.
Right.
Yeah, she was wearing that Marilyn Monroe-esque dress, and it was just like, and I don't know, just I love Mike Tyson, and I just thought it was amazing.
I like Mike Tyson
too.
I just didn't think it was an opener. Like for me, it was not an opener.
I like when she came down in the cage.
Mm-hmm. I know, I love that tour so much.
Even though she is iconic, again, I don't buy it. It's that whole song feels so fucking forced to me. And then it was like, how can we make this song more forced? I know, let's add Chance the Rapper and Mike Tyson.
I remember
like the samples of Mike are dope though.
Listen, bitches,
cringy to me.
I can and icon are only 2 letters apart.
That's right. You let them know, ho.
You know what?
I have a couple of really good remixes of it though, like that I found.
Is Mike Tyson in did he make the remixes?
Well, he's in one of them. Yeah.
Did he remix? Nice. Did he remix them with his fists?
I hope so. I hope he has a chewy ear.
You know what? There were times like when I was feeling down, I need to pick me up. I'm not gonna lie, I put on Iconic, played it loud, and got to that place. I give Iconic a big fucking thumbs up. Iconic.
I do too.
I love
Iconic. Middle. For me, middle.
Oh.
This is my one pre-Rebel Heart story. All I remember is having a conversation with Jeffrey, and he's like, Mike Tyson is on the record, and I was like, what? That's the only thing I remember.
I remember there was a point where they were saying that the album was going to be called Iconic because she was using that hashtag so much. That would have been a terrible album title.
That's actually the name of my playlist.
That was the title for the first set of leaks. So.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's the title of my demo playlist. Is Iconic.
Next. Now she had gone through a breakup with that dancer whose name I can't even remember. So there's some heartbreak songs.
Jesus.
Raheem. No.
Oh, okay.
Raheem.
I'm getting
Raheem, because he was with her on the MDNA tour.
Right. It was the one after Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So Heartbreak City is stylized as all one word. Of course, she did it on the stairs at the tour with segueing into Love Don't Live Anymore.
Which is amazing.
It should have been on the DVD. I've never been so mad in my life because those two songs together were great live.
The biggest difference between the demo and the album version is in the demo.
I feel so shitty.
I still feel shitty.
Yeah. Then she's like, and I still feel shitty.
And I'm like, why did she take that out? I was so mad because
so dumb.
It was so perfect. Oh no, I didn't think so. Because I felt her at that moment. I was like, that's right. Fuck that, man. Fuck.
Okay. So basically we're voting on not the demo or the album version, but we're voting on the line, I still feel shitty.
It should have been a
demo or album version. I say album version.
Demo.
Which one?
She said
Heartbreak
it already.
City. I still feel shitty.
Demo.
Exactly. I'm sorry. Like I was screaming out when the performance ended at the tour. I was like, and I still feel shitty. Getting my life because that I don't know. It's such an exclamation point to that song to me personally. So I was very pressed when it wasn't on the final version. I was like, what the hell?
It sounded the same except for that, pretty much.
You had a felt like that. Have never. Well,
I actually bought the sadness in the lyrics though.
Unlike, I did too. I like the song.
Good, but see, that's the thing. If you know, I totally understand. Like for me, like you know, I'm a delusional stan and I love everything. But I totally understand when you guys are all like, the woe is me is just, you don't want to believe her. But this ain't woe is me. This is like some man did her wrong.
Like, it was real.
Expressing her pain. And like, that's why my bitch may not have the best voice, but she can emote like nobody.
And most importantly, how do you guys feel that somehow she found the people, the guys that sang the chorus on Holding Out for a Hero to come do the vocals on this one?
Really? I didn't.
Heartbreak City. Doesn't it sound like the Holding Out for a Hero?
Bitch, I thought you were serious. I was like, wait, were they really on?
I was like, I didn't hear that, but you know.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
Sure. I will lie with you, Jeff.
But the first time I heard those background vocals come in, I'm like, ooh, this is giving me Bonnie Tyler feels.
Bonnie Tyler popping up.
Heartbreak City.
I need a hero.
To get out of Heartbreak City, I need a hero.
Yeah, I know. That's not wrong.
Okay, Heartbreak Shitty.
Preferably more than one.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? I give it a thumbs up.
I like it.
Middle. It's a middle for me.
Damn.
Yeah.
I finally give a song a thumbs up.
Was this your first thumbs up?
I think it was. I have to maybe take back Living for Love because I do like. I mean, I gave it a thumbs down because I like the demo better, but I do like that song.
Living for Love.
Okay. Look, when we vote for either whatever version we want to, and then is it good or is it bad? Let's put the rules like that.
Then I had a friend that said it's like Living for Love, LOVURE, like Living for Love. And I can never unhear that. Okay. Next, get out the toolbox, friends, because we're about we're about to head to the body shop.
I'm turning my camera off.
God,
somebody tell me when this is over.
Fucking thinking. Oh my God, how embarrassing.
Now this was a collaboration with some like singer, indie singer, right? The songwriting.
Well, that person hopefully doesn't have a career because that was the worst fucking lyrics.
I mean,
I don't know why this song reminds me so much of Blue Limousine.
No.
Oh my god, Blue Limousine is funky as fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just keep thinking like that.
Don't
like that song. I could hear Brenda
that song is sacred.
You know what I mean? It was just like,
listen, bitch. I got Brenda in my phone. Don't make me call her. Tell her that.
He does.
I just don't know.
Don't make me call Brenda Bennett because she will kick. She'll come up here from Rhode Island and kick your ass.
I would pay money to see that.
And
Brenda Bennett from Apollonia 6. We love her. And I'm just, how dare you, David?
I don't know why. I just like when I hear the song, that's the video in my head.
Hell no.
Why?
He likes them pretty.
La Rubia from Apollonia 6.
He likes their titties. He likes them in their lingerie. Keep this body shop out of that body shop.
For real.
Oh my god.
Well, now
sorry.
Now I can get the Blue Limousine vibes. Body shop, and they're in the car, and they got grease and the wrenches in there, and all that. Yeah.
Except Blue Limousine was like from the 80s when we didn't.
But let me tell you, I think of Body Shop, and I think of this. I'm busted. So big down for me, anyways. Regardless, but like I hear Body Shop, and I want to hear Blue Limousine. It's just like I can't help myself.
Thumbs down for me.
Not that they the songs.
Now the studio version had some different instruments and some different chords than the demo did. I think.
Can't help it.
I was gonna say, is that a positive?
It didn't sound that much different to me.
I give it a fucking thumbs up. I think it's so bad it's great. I'm driving down fucking Del Mabry in Tampa. Polish the headlights.
Oh, I know. That was like, I was like, we get it. It's a metaphor for sex. We get it. It's your breasts. We get it.
And then even better, you have like the little like, like the sample in the background trying to make it like,
yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I love it. Can I win at a body shop?
Okay, on a scale of B-Day song, like where does Body Shop land?
I like Body Shop a lot better than B-Day song.
I have a remix of it that you probably like.
Oh.
Is there any redeeming Body Shop?
Hear it.
I was gonna say.
All right.
Well,
and remember, she was hashtagging Body Shop like before the album came out.
Of course. So we were like, "Oh, that's a song name. That's a song." Because I don't think it leaked till the end.
It leaked in the second.
Hashtags.
Yeah.
Can we unrelease it?
No.
I thought the Rebel Heart Tour version was so terrible. Like where they're driving. Oh, let's just move on.
But the thing is, it works because
she had a little curl in her hair.
Oh God, it was so lesbian of her.
I mean, I'm willing to hear Felix's remix. I give it a shot, but so far,
it's not my remix, but it's a remix that I found that a friend of mine did.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm like everything else I've heard of every other version, una porquería. So yeah.
I don't speak Spanish, but that doesn't sound like that was a good.
Porquería means piece of junk or piece of trash.
I can really hear inflection.
Clearly, Jeffrey Dicker missed the hard candy discussion with our Spanish lesson.
She did that when I saw the concert. She did that the first night, and then she did "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" the second night.
I wanted to cringe. I died because I went to the first night, and I was like, and you know how much I hate that fucking song. So I was all like, oh, why me?
What do you like less?
But she also did "Who's That Girl" that night too.
Body Shop or Spanish lesson? If you all had to vote, I say Body Shop.
Body Shop.
Which one do you like less?
Which one do you like more?
I like Body Shop less.
I was gonna say maybe Spanish lessons.
Yeah.
For me, the saving grace of Spanish lesson is that remove the busted lyrics and the beat alone is great.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually true.
I try to,
that is true.
Because it's the lyrics that make me cringe and make me, stab my eyes out and ears and everything. But the beat alone is really good. So
you know what?
if they have like a dub version, send it my way.
I might have to change my vote on Body Shop because I just remembered the bridge. I would walk to the end of the earth for you. It's true. Okay, sideways. It gets to sideways. Okay. We're leaving the Body Shop and we're heading to the strip club.
Good times.
Madonna is telling some bitch to get off her pole.
Oh,
Bitch,
God.
get off my pole. Bitch,
Demo
get off my
version
pole.
or studio version?
The demo version, but I want to qualify by saying this is, again, cringy as fuck. What is she thinking?
I'm gonna go off camera now.
She has more cringy stuff than this.
Does she?
On the demos. Yes, she does.
You know the song Wedding, Jeremy, you know the song Wedding Feast from Rainbow Children?
Oh, yeah.
This is like that. It's like the worst fucking...
But Jeremy and David and I used that line.
Okay, I found the mix I was talking about. It's on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Drop it in the chat.
Yes, most definitely. But going back to Holy Water, I don't know. Let me tell you, first of all, the performance of Holy Water was great.
Oh, with Vogue, parts of Vogue in there.
And then she surfboarding was the best thing ever. Oh my God. But I don't know. I like it. I don't think it's that cringe. I think there's other cringier stuff on this album.
Now, let's remember, I was working at the casino at the time. I was working at the casino, and we all went out drinking after a shift. Imagine that. And tell me we all were in the fucking car like, bitch, get off my pole. Like, we were all listening to the new Madonna album. Even the non-fans are like, turn this up, bitch, get off my pole. Oh, bitch, get off my motherfucking pole. Get off my pole, bitch. I'm in.
I'm at the drive-thru with Jeremy, and he's like, bitch, get off my pole.
That's right.
I'm at the bar with David, and he's like, bitch, what you want to drink? I'm like, oh, I'll have this and that. And he's just like, bitch, get off my pole. Get off my pole. I'm like, it was that whole year, that was our line.
Yeah, I would like the song if I used that line in that way. That would.
Now, I could have done without the Vogue sample. I thought there was no need for that.
Yep, agreed.
Ladies.
And there's some other song on the record where she does Justify My Love, and I'm like, ugh.
What was that, Felix?
I sent Jeremy a link to the mix on Instagram.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
I'll share it with everybody.
Thank you.
Cool. So yes, the Vogue sample, unnecessary.
I was shook. I was like, wait, what?
Ladies with an attitude. I'm like, what?
At the time, I was like, yes, bitch, oh.
She wanted to let people know what a good song was versus a bad song. So she had like a little comparison towards the end.
Oh, I could see that.
Now, let's recall which line was in the studio version that was not in the demo version, since Kanye West produced the song.
Oh, no. Please. Please don't.
You just love my pussy best.
Yeah, Sharon, I couldn't hear what Felix said. What line was that?
It might be, yes.
Jesus loves my pussy best.
And I like the squashy sounds like that they mix into the song. Okay. Do we have any other thoughts on Holy Water?
I would like to pretend like this song never happened.
It's very immature. It's very bad, but I'm going to give it a thumbs up because I think it's so bad. I fucking love it.
I mean,
I like it, so I give it the thumbs up.
Mid thumb for me because of the memories I have with these two weirdos over here.
I mean, that's fair. Like, you know, if you connect over a, like, you know, something like that, I get that. But for me, again, it's like kind of what I was saying. It's like you compare this to some of the moments on, like, as an example, Ray of Light or Confessions or other things. I'm just like, how the fuck did we get here?
Right.
Yeah.
like, and I embrace that she is a person. She has, like, you know, we are all lots of things. She is sexual. She is raunchy. She is spiritual. Like, all of those things, like, that is being a human being. But, like, I think she can can communicate the side of her better than this. She has done it before. There's an entire erotica album. She did a great job. There's bedtime stories. She did fantastic work, like expressing herself. And I think she's got this in the bag. She knows how to, no pun intended. She knows how to do this. And I just don't think this was her finest hour.
There's worse. There's worse than Holy Water on this album when it comes to cringe. So we will get there. I think it's coming up real soon.
I understand what Sharon's saying. Like, it's almost like she kind of cheapens the experience. Like she's cheapening, right?
Yeah.
Like it kind of cheapens it. Yeah, I feel you. I agree.
And that's exactly it. Because like when like let me tell you something. Like I really like she went like raunchy Madonna like broke open so many doors, right? Like, and so like we have to celebrate and embrace that, because like she went to places. I think I said this on a couple of podcasts ago. It's like when Madonna does certain things, it's like provocative and extreme, and then like 10 years later, it's considered sex positive. So like you have to embrace that. But like this is not the finest example of her. Like this is not her. Like I just don't think this is the greatest example of her trying to be provocative. This is. I feel like this is just her kind of like it's a parlor trick. You know, it's like I celebrate her for being her, but it's like I just think she's done this better, and I think she can do it better. So
I'm going to sum it up like this,
and she does it worse.
That is true. We're getting there.
I'm going to sum it up like this. I feel like with erotica, Madonna gave us Sex Shooter. With Holy Water, she gave us the Vanity 6 vibrator demo.
But that song's funky and like amazing.
I love that song. Vibrator.
One of the first times I met Jill Jones, I'm like, Jill, will you call my friend and say, I've got some batteries. Let me just go downstairs.
Well, have you heard Danny Minogue's song "Vibe On"? Danny Minogue, she did a song called "Vibe On," and it's about a vibrator.
Ooh.
Oh, I have to look that in.
Vibrator makes me feel so good. All right.
That's a great song.
Holy Water. Thumbs up, sideways, or down? Thumbs up. Oh, thumbs down. Shit. Okay.
Well,
next.
I put middle. Because
that's right.
Bitch off my pole. Yeah, my middle.
Next is another song where if you listen on the headphones, you can hear her doing like on the microphone, because whoever engineered the album didn't cut out the vocal track till you're supposed to like chop the vocal tracks when the person's not singing, but you can hear her shuffling. It was on the demo version and the final one. So whoever engineered this is sloppy as fuck. Inside Out. The demo version or album version? I vote demo.
I like
demo.
Felix, you like both?
I absolutely love, and I can't even listen to the studio version.
Hard same.
Demo
She
version.
took all of the cool parts out of that song and like completely stripped them for the release version. It was like one of the fuck moments for me.
Felix,
my mix for that is like my most listened to on my YouTube channel. It's like at almost 20,000 plays.
Nice. So I felt the original was very like Depeche Mode, 9 Inch Nails. Like, I wanna fuck you like an animal.
Yeah.
Can you do that in the Cher voice, please?
I wanna fuck you like an animal. All over your body. David.
So the track leaks on a Sunday. I was so excited. Track leaked around 6 p.m. on a Sunday. I loved it. I was at work and I downloaded it to my work computer. I'm going to hell, but I played it out. Yes, it is very Depeche Mode. It's very 9 Inch Nails. What I would give to get a Madonna Trent Reznor album, just to hear where they would go. But
I feel this song was dirtier.
Version, like I don't think I listened to the new version. Like I heard it a couple of times when I bought the album, but I still go back to the demo, hands down.
I love the acoustic breakdown in the demo. I feel like this song achieved the dirtiness that Holy Water wished it did. Like it just had like a dirty, like Push Me Against the Wall. Don't Steal All My Money.
That's right, please. Raheem, leave it alone, Raheem.
Yes. Please delete the chats after you leave my apartment.
Yes, please. Please sign this non-disclosure.
Yeah. Can I check your ID? Okay. Inside Out. Thumbs up, sideways, or down?
So demo thumbs up.
I wish she had done it on the tour.
Demo thumbs up.
Yeah, demo thumbs up. I just want to say the demo, the album version stripped all of the teeth out of the song,
yes,
which was really disappointing. But the demo version is great.
Yeah, it is.
We're
I don't listen
all
to the album
stars
version.
now in the dope show.
Pretty much.
That bass line of the album version reminded me a little bit of an Eurythmics song, but of course without all the teeth. So demo, definitely better. All right, next. Oh goodness, here we are. So one of the initial two. Ooh, on air.
Ow.
One of the initial
Oreo cookies.
The mid ones, I love them.
One of the first two songs that leaked was a dance version of "Wash All Over Me," which somehow ended up as a Kanye-produced piano ballad on the album. So demo or album version, "Wash All Over Me"? Demo.
I mean,
Demo.
That is one of the greatest mistakes in her career. That was such a single. That was such a hit. That was such an amazing opportunity to be back on top. And then she fucking doesn't release that version at all.
They had some weird like drum thing in the
Terrible
version, like ugh.
Yeah, like marching band almost.
It was off
beat. Amazing at a club. I mean, God, that would have been such a banger.
It was like a summer EDM classic.
Her voice sounded great.
Yeah.
Such a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
David, what are your thoughts on this one? I'm curious.
I love it.
The demo or album version?
The demo, please.
Okay. So do we have to do two separate votes on this one?
No, we don't do separate votes. Like if you like the demo of a song, then you're gonna say yes.
Okay.
Forget about the horrible version you don't like.
This version, the album version's horrible. I think it's fucking terrible.
I mean, I don't know.
Fucking terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
like,
let me tell you, just looking at the original version of the songs she did with Avicii are amazing.
It was too stripped down.
Yeah.
Too stripped down.
And Felix, didn't a piano demo leak of this without all the Kanye stuff? Like she also wrote it as a piano ballad originally, right? And then Avicii made it dance. Then it went back to ballad.
I think there might be a piano version too.
Right. But that dance version, like, it was so fucking good.
So good.
Yeah, and he was like the peak of his career then too. Like,
right. All right, this story is totally off topic, but since we're like, and the base level, like, since we're base level stupidity on this podcast, I used to have a boss at one of my old jobs, and someone called off, so I go, we'll say her name was like Jamie. I'm like, where do you think Jamie is saying? He goes, she's probably washing her twat. So whenever I hear this song, I think of him saying wash all over me.
A mess.
Okay, so what do you guys vote? Wash all over me. Thumbs up, sideways, or down?
Demo version.
Demo. Thumbs up.
Thumbs down.
Demo.
Thumbs down album.
Demo.
Thumbs down album. Thumbs up for demo.
All right, so we're now moving on to the deluxe edition tracks. We're powering through.
Yes.
So only an hour and a half left, everybody.
Yes, only an hour and a half left.
Only a day and a half left. Let's go.
So Best Night kind of felt to me like a little bit of a hard candy left over with that drum track.
Yes. This was all erotica for me. For me, this was erotica. This was like Madonna meets Art of Noise.
Yeah,
I love this song.
Moments in Love.
I love this song. This was Dita singing, and they met Art of Noise, and they created this beautiful baby. Like Best Night is a crowning achievement for me.
Like there's a demo version with totally different lyrics.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that one.
I need to hear that one.
It's got totally different lyrics. Like
all I can remember is "You Can Call Me M Tonight." Yep. I'm like, oh no, I'd rather not.
I can tell you, on my workout today, I got my life. That song is everything to me.
You know all these nicknames that she has for herself, like she made them up herself. She's like, everyone's gonna call me M from now on. I kind of like didn't really care about this song, but like the wanting meaning was a nice throwback to Justify My Love.
Yeah,
but I wasn't really looking for a throwback to Justify My Love. I didn't need it. Does anyone else have anything to say about this song? I give it a sideways. I don't really care about it.
I would give it a sideways.
I think she should have done it on the tour.
You think so?
There's a lot of songs on the album that she should have done on the tour that she didn't. Like she didn't do Full Tide, she didn't do Inside Out.
Right.
She didn't do, like, some of the best songs on the album in the tour.
I don't know. This song is so 90s Madonna for me, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
But you know what I listen to for that? 90s Madonna.
I can hear that.
All right. I don't love it or hate it. I give it a sideways.
No, but that's fine.
It's like neutral.
Okay. Up next. Okay. I had a story I was gonna tell, but we're just gonna move on. We're not gonna keep going down these side paths. Nas is okay. I am gonna tell the story. I worked with this girl, Jen, at Busch Gardens, and she talked like this. And one day she came and she's like, I saw Nas at the airport. So whenever I hear the song, I think of Jen from Busch Gardens talking about Nas. All right. Veni Vidi Vici. She hashtagged it before it came out. The demo version did not have the rap from Nas.
I like the demo version better.
You like the demo without the rap?
Yeah.
So the rap. So the song is about her seeing and conquering and all this other stuff, and then the rap is about Nas seeing and conquering. Like, why would she share that spotlight? What a fucking idiot! I'm sorry, but like that was like so dumb. Like I just cannot even fathom how she approved that rap.
Did anyone else notice that the horns in the rap part is Holiday though? I didn't notice that until someone pointed out to me like the doo 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 doo. It's Holiday during the Nas rap part. Did that change everyone's life? No? Okay.
Never mind. I like it now.
I like in the demo, like she's going back to her old songs and like reflecting on her career and stuff, but I didn't think the rap was necessary.
All right, I have a Phonogenics challenge for everybody. We're gonna freestyle rap our own Veni Vidi Vici. I'll go first. I told a secret, and then I take a bow. I'm a survivor. Gonna show you how. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I saw a ray of light. Drink my holy water. Use this as pussy's side.
Okay, let's end that right there.
Right?
Yeah, done. You won.
I love this song so much. I love the references, how she worked her old songs. I'm a fan of Nas. I think he's a GOAT. And I've been following Nas for a good 20, 30 years. So
one of my favorite
that rap affected me. So that's why I kind of love them together. So I'm a really fan of that song. It's great.
A little Easter egg. Did you guys notice how when she says ray of light, like in the background vocals way in the back, it's like quicker than a ray of light. Did anyone else hear that? Right before the chorus? It's really back in the mix, but listen for it. It's pretty cool.
I will. I loved how she moved all her songs. I was like, it's just like, it just took me back because I was like, okay, this works.
That's what I liked about it, was her going through her like songs, like big hits, and reflecting.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Medellin. I danced a dark ballet. I saw the future. Madam
Where was that in your freestyle? Where was that?
That's the hit we didn't know we needed.
Okay. Is that background vocals? Is that Madonna? Because the ooh, like in the chorus? Or is that someone else, do you guys think?
I think it's her.
Because I thought that was a really strong vocal take. I love that part.
Well, it's her, like, probably like 8
triple track.
All
right. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up for the demo.
I like the demo, the album version, not so much.
Yeah.
She was fearless like a renegade. You know that song's going to be in her movie, too. Like, that's going to be right in the opening credits right there.
That's probably true.
With sidewalk talk, I just know it.
Okay. Get out your licorice whip and get out the grills.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's time to talk about SEX. Does anyone know what that stands for?
No.
No.
Never heard of it.
No.
All right. Next song.
I was like, wait, you know what I want to say? I'm like, y'all talking about cringe in Holy Water? This was cringe.
Okay.
This was cringe.
Yeah.
Can you be my father? Like remember that?
Let me tell you, don't get me wrong. Like, I can still vibe to it, but it's a trash of a song. Like, I was like, sex. What do you want to talk about sex? I'm like, bitch, why? Why are we talking about this? I'm like, please.
Well, and then when she's like,
then for the release version, she's got this whole busted rap that nobody asked for with grills. I was like, oh no, why?
Well, then she's like, can you be my father? And
Nobody wants that.
Now,
oh my hair. I was like, she was giving a tutorial of what she liked and what she didn't like, and it just did not work.
Does anyone have a preference over the demo or the album version? The Kanye produced?
Atrocious.
They're both terrible, right? So when I saw the track list, I'm like, how can this demo make the album? How could this? I like the creaky floorboard sounds that they're in.
The album version had more bass on it.
Yeah.
All I can think with this was like she was like freshly post breakup and she's like, I gotta hang out a shingle, people. No.
I think this is the low point of her recorded output. Like worse than B-Day Song, worse than Spanish Lesson, worse than Holy Water.
Oh. I mean, there's so many bad moments in this record. It's hard to pinpoint just one for me.
Yeah.
But this is definitely like the first time where I went, wow, I really don't like this album at all. Like, I mean, even MDNA, which I thought was up to that point her weakest record, I still liked a good chunk of it. And there was songs I liked a lot. This album, there was like not many songs that I liked a lot.
Are you guys ready for the next? Are you ready for the next Phonogenics challenge? Is everyone ready?
Okay.
You have to rap about your sex life like you're wearing grills. So I'll go first. I'm on Grinder. I got blocks. I just couldn't get no cock.
I cannot, ma'am. It was like the story of my life, ma'am. I can't.
Put on your grills and do a rap about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm 45 with a child. I have sex and it's very mild.
With a floorboard creak, like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm such a thriller. My sex is very vanilla.
What you know about sex? Let me tell you about sex.
Yeah.
What you know about lack of sex? Sex.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you did it.
Rebel Heart.
I was testing that thing and it really.
Okay. SEX. Thumbs up, medium, or down?
No.
Is this the first time? DOWN. Is this the first time we've all unanimously given a thumbs down to a Madonna song?
I think so.
Yep. Stop the steal. We're not doing a recount.
Oh my God.
Well, we almost had a unanimous would think of me, but I need somebody.
No, I know it. It was I know it.
I know it. That's what it was. I know
like,
it.
think of me. How dare you?
Yeah, think of me as a bop.
I know it.
I was just like, I know it. The only person who thought it was a bop is no longer here.
I actually like that song.
If you had to pick between I Know It and Sex, what would you pick? I Know It.
Oh my God.
I know it.
I know it in a heartbeat.
Exactly, with the quickness.
Okay.
I'm already listening to the flutes in the background. Oh God.
It was the 80s.
I was so fucking dated. You fucking too without hat safety dance bullshit. Wannabe.
I know, Sharon, you need to recant your earlier statement. You're like, thinking back to Drowned World, like think back to I Know It. How do we get here?
That's a good point. Thinking back to I Know It.
From I Know It to Medellin.
Yeah, really. Like, think about the full scope here. You know? Like, look at where we've come to.
All right. Next is a song that she hashtagged. It's a very beautiful piano ballad named Messiah. To me, in a different universe, this had a little bit of a Kate Bush feel to me, with some of the soaring high vocals.
I could see that.
I actually love the song. I think it's beautiful. It's just placed really weird.
It doesn't fall. We needed that double album. We really did, because this is I don't know. It's a career highlight for me. It's just like I got so into it. Today I was just like losing it in the streets as I was doing my workout to Messiah. I was all like, God,
this is a beautiful song.
And they were like,
there's like
fat bitch. I cannot.
There's like 5 demos for it.
Now the demos aren't too different, are they? Isn't the drum system
not really? Just little minor changes, like
the kick drum, right?
Like noticeable.
I love that pulsating kick drum underneath. I think it's just, I don't know. I think it's haunting. It's beautiful. It's placed after sex on the track list.
Well,
Jeffrey Kicker, what do you?
The album.
Yeah, like Messiah. Do you think it's boring?
Boring. I don't buy it.
You don't buy it?
No.
I wonder if her placing this after sex was intentional.
Like, what would her motivation be in your?
Well, in the sense that, like, I do think that there's, like, the sacred and the profane. Like, I do think that there is something. She does play with those tropes.
Sure.
So
I think she has limited involvement, because she seems such a control freak. To have let so many mistakes through the gate just doesn't seem like something of her worthiness to me.
Well, it's like in the Blonde Ambition tour, she did Like a Virgin and then Like a Prayer right after.
Yep.
Like a Virgin on the bed, and then she wears the cloak and Like a Prayer, and like
that's true.
So it's kind of like that too.
Except Like a Virgin's so much better than Sex. But I would say I like Messiah. I like Messiah almost. I don't like it that much less than Like a Prayer. I think they're both great songs. I light a candle in the dark.
I thought the imagery was just beautiful in that song. I was just like, oh, I'm just like, I don't know. It's well written.
So Messiah, thumbs up, medium, or down? I give it a thumbs up. Okay.
Bitch, I will take that medium, because that medium is a win for me.
Things are about to get controversial because
yes,
we were group chatting about this yesterday, and I actually started crying because I'm so stupid. But I love the original Leak Avicii version of Rebel Heart. It's one of my favorite Madonna songs of all time.
And we all do.
That should have been a single.
When it came out, I'm like, this is, and the best Madonna songs, I'm like, this is me now. They should come out with a new song. I'm like, this is who I am.
I was like, why wasn't this the first single?
Oh.
Again, huge missed opportunity, because the demo is so great, and then she releases that, and then she calls the entire project and tour Rebel Heart, and then she releases the song to go with it. It's such a crappy version of it when it has the potential to be such a banger. Like,
it's too stripped down.
It's like this John. It's this John Mellencamp abbreviated fucking version. Like
now,
I saw like first.
I had like a whole
if we didn't know the demo
about the video, like a video with the Avicii version, that would have been really good.
It's sad that she didn't use the original, but she released the crappy version on the deluxe version. So even the original release of that album doesn't have the title track as an option.
The standard version doesn't have it. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I was like,
what was that all about?
The standard closes with that crappy version of Wash All Over Me. So both versions close with the first two songs that leaked in crappy versions.
But it's just so bizarre that, like, like the quality control. Like who let that out of the gate without putting the Rebel Heart on the album Rebel Heart?
Exactly.
And don't you feel like the hook from the Avicii version is really missing, like the Rebel Heart? That's the hook. That's the first thing that leaked, was like that 10 seconds. I'm like, fucking give it to me. Like, yes, bitch, I've got a Rebel Heart. And you know what?
So many people like that version better than the album version.
I don't think I know anybody that likes the album version.
Exactly. Everybody loves the demo. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest compliments of my life is I had some friends over at a party, and I would always play like the new Madonna stuff because I was like, a huge stan. So I'm like, listen to this new song, Rebel Heart. And they said, this reminds me of a Jeremy Gloff song. So that made me feel so good. I'm like, oh, with the acoustic and the dance. I'm like, that's right, bitch. But just as long as I don't compare that album version to a Jeremy Gloff song. That Key West intermezzo John Mellencamp bullshit with that beat.
Jack and Diane.
And that the tour version of Rebel Heart so limp, where she's like with the guitar, like, like give us the epic. I need the epic.
Yeah, like why didn't she use that version in the tour? She would have had some choreography and.
Can you imagine the tour opening with like Rebel Heart? Like she comes down like
when you just said that, Jeremy, I just pictured Vanity's hand in the video under the influence. She's like dum 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 dum.
That's like one of the best songs ever.
Oh my god.
It is.
Of a 4-letter word on my mind.
That's actually my favorite Vanity solo song.
We all know what that
I like it was like
was, girl.
A mid afternoon mix or something it's called. It was like mid something mix.
So
midday mix.
Who's on board for the Vanity Skin on Skin solo album discussion? Because I fucking love that album.
I haven't heard it in so long. I can't. I'd have to hear it again.
I'm a wild animal.
Me too. I'd have to hear it
again. It's not her solo stuff. I didn't listen to that much.
Oh, it's so bad, kind of like Holy Water, that it's great.
How about Pretty Mess?
Oh,
that song I liked.
He made such a pretty mess.
Pretty mess on my dress.
Oh yeah, such a pretty mess.
Okay, so
I was singing that song not even knowing what the fuck that was.
Jeff X knows this.
Such a pretty.
In my song, Jeremy Gloff is nasty. In the background, you hear like an ooh, and we were making fun of Vanity's opening line on Pretty Mess. So that's a tribute to Pretty Mess in my song, just so everyone knows. Okay, Rebel Heart, thumbs up, sideways, or down?
Are we talking demo?
Demo,
yes.
Yeah.
Studio.
We're talking
album
about
version.
the best version of the song. We don't need to. We're talking about the best version.
Okay. And I will say,
don't save the song.
to date, a Madonna song hasn't touched me that way since that, to date. So Rebel Heart's the last time I got that feeling from Madonna that I first got in 1983. So my heart's a little broken, but whatever. Okay. Moving on to the super, 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 super deluxe.
Oh, gosh.
Beautiful Scars, demo or released?
Demo.
I like the demo,
everybody, right?
Demo.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like that song like makes me think about my high school days. I was like depressed and I wanted to fit in and I wanted people to like me. And it made me think like about that time. I just wanted people to like me and accept me, and like I was afraid to come out to a lot of my friends.
I felt like the demo had kind of a Kim Carnes, Belinda Carlisle kind of 80s atmosphere.
I mean, it was like a weird, like the influences for this album. I mean, reggae, these acoustic songs, the Avicii songs. I mean, she was like all over the place.
This was kind of 80s dream pop.
It's very like not well curated either, because it's like it just sounds like a random mix of songs.
Like a mixtape.
Yeah.
I felt like the album version sounded like just a cheap remix. A disco-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan. I liked the demo better, but
the demo is much better.
Okay, Beautiful Scars. I'll give it a thumbs up based on the demo.
I actually like this song.
The album or the demo, Sharon?
Demo. Sorry, demo.
Obviously.
But I don't know. Like, I think there's something really like, I think there's a kernel of authenticity in it, and I think, I like the spirit of it. I like it. And hello, meet my kitten.
All right, next.
For the rest, yeah.
Borrowed Time, my favorite demo next to Rebel Heart. I think all the political things that she would try to tackle on Madam X more pretentiously, she did effortlessly on Borrowed Time. I think it's a beautiful song. I think when it goes into that banging chorus, it's everything I need from a Madonna song. Maybe one of my favorite Madonna songs of all time.
I like it.
I like it too.
I think the album version is another limp remix. Boo.
Yeah, demos were better.
David, any thoughts on Borrowed Time?
Listen, I gotta go.
I'm indifferent on Borrowed Time. It's okay. Like, to me, like those other political demos like Freedom and Revolution just made me puke. So
yeah, but
I'm indifferent.
I gotta go. I gotta talk. My mother's calling me. And
okay.
Take this. All right, guys. It was fun.
Hey, Jeff, what do you give Rebel Heart on a scale of 1 to 10? Just so we know.
I give it a 9 for me. All together, it's a 9 for me.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next month for Madam X. You have to join for Madam X.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Care.
All right. Borrowed Time. David, what were you saying? Sideways?
Yeah, to me, it was indifferent. Like I was saying, because I hate sometimes, like, I'm fine with her being preachy, but then sometimes I can't stand it. So, like, Revolution, Freedom, and this, I just bunch them all together, and I'm like, bleh. But Borrowed Time is honestly deserving of to be on the album because it is good.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm very indifferent on it.
Well, I give it a thumbs up. How about everybody else?
I give it a thumbs up. I actually like it better than a lot of the album tracks.
Me too.
Not a fan.
All right, next. Addicted.
So this was my favorite demo of the whole project. I loved it so much. And then it was like, not only not going to be on the album, but it was like on the super, super deluxe edition that like no one was going to buy. And I'm like, what the fuck? There were so many times in this album where I was just like, what is she thinking?
God, like
I didn't think she was going to use any of Avicii's songs on the album at all.
Right.
It's the only one that she used, really.
But Addicted, the demo version wasn't that much different from the release, was it? Except the chord change.
But it was like a little bit, I don't know, there's something about it that I liked better. I can't remember exactly, but
the demo had a weird chord change that they took out and made more streamlined in the album version.
I did a totally stripped down version of this.
What do you guys prefer? I'm Addicted from MGNA or Addicted from...
I was just like, we got a second straight album with an Addicted song in it. I'm
Addicted from
it. Both. I'm like, I don't know. I can't choose. I want to choose both of them because this one, I was listening to it today and I was like, oh my God, Addicted to the One That Got Away. It's so ABBA-esque to me, but ABBA like Super Trooper album,
right?
Lay All Your Love on Me type of ABBA. Like it's dark, like, and I'm attracted. I was like, I love it. It's such a great song. It's a bop and a half.
Sharon, what are your thoughts on Addicted?
I think this is like I think all of these tracks were better. Like I don't know why they didn't I don't know why they weren't album tracks. And my cat is so upset. She's like trying to grab the microphone and talk. So that should tell you everything.
She's like, oh, those demo versions were so much better. All right, so Addicted. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs way up for me. That's definitely my favorite song off the whole project.
It's really another Addicted song that is really, really good.
I love the line, see, I don't know what it is, but I'm attracted to the dark. I really resonate
like that one.
Whole I almost posted that in the chat today because I had it on.
So it's like so weird because like she was obviously capable of or maybe she didn't write any of these, but like she was.
I think she did
of producing good lyrics at this phase. So like, how do you go from a great line like that to "Bitch, I'm Madonna" or whatever? I mean, I was just like, what is she thinking? But anyway,
I definitely felt like she was invested in the songwriting of this album. Like, I definitely felt some Madonna in there compared to some other stuff she had done on Hard Candy and MDNA. Okay, Graffiti Heart. I like the demo. I just release version's a hot fucking mess.
Whenever she rhymed with Basquiat, I was like, when I heard that today, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna vomit right now.
Has anyone heard the demo? That's just
show me
what
you got. Give me a Basquiat or something. I was like, oh God.
Based on the demo, I give it a thumbs up, but I think the album version's the worst thing ever.
In her defense, Basquiat did show her what he got. So
no, I know, and I've seen pictures of it, and it was a lot. I can't believe she's actually able to walk after all that.
Yeah.
Oh, girl. Uh-oh.
She's talented and flexible.
Is Basquiat's ex-girlfriend, like he would do heroin or whatever and like get fucked up and want to take his clothes off and lay on the bed. And she took like a bunch of photos of him naked and she put him out in an art exhibit and it was humongous. Anyway.
Well, graffiti hard.
Pivot for the day.
And it's come down to this, you guys. We have one more officially released track to discuss. Auto-Tune Baby.
Oh, no.
I like the demo, sort of, but it's like kind of crazy.
God, I was cringing even today. Just the hearing of the baby, and I was just like, bleh.
Okay, as someone that has had a child, like I can't. My body goes into physical contortions when I hear that song. I'm like, no.
All I remember is it was 2015, and I was meeting this straight guy like at 3 a.m. in this parking lot. And I just remember listening to Auto-Tune Baby over and over on my way there. So it has a special place in my heart. He's moved on to the military. And I've moved on from Auto-Tune Baby. But I'm going to give it a thumbs up and a thumbs down because it's so bad. It's great and terrible. Okay, thumbs down.
This is not even so bad that it's great. No, this is just really like...
It's like...
I kind of like the demo, I'm not going to lie. But with the release version, I thought she stripped out whatever auto-tune, I guess.
So let's create a space to talk about some of the demos before we sign off. Most importantly, David, I know you're chomping at the bit to talk about a certain demo about the bumbleclat, or what's the word she says in there?
Yeah, she does say that. Oh my God, 2 Steps Behind Me is, I don't know. I think it's great. Obviously, a lot of people want to say it's related to another person, and I can see where it is.
100% related to another person. She might as well just call it the song Lady Gaga fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Look, hold on 1 second, because she said she's a pretty girl. I'll give you that. And we know Lady Gaga is not. So what's up? No, I'm just kidding. No, not
I
really.
disagree.
I think you know what's funny? My birthday is the same day as hers.
Is Lady Gaga?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's 10 years younger than me. I'll be 46. She'll be 36.
I think I think the song is Madonna's lowest moment. Like she did not. What a horrible person to come for somebody when Madonna has achieved so much success and should be a mentor to the younger people. And instead, she's an absolute fucking bitch about it. Like I am so, like, to be honest with you, like she can almost never come back from that. What a horrible person.
Well, I think she was mad because Gaga kept saying that Madonna doesn't write her own songs and she doesn't play instruments, and
she's not wrong.
And she's I was gonna say that would be accurate.
Like just because someone's calling you out on it doesn't mean it's not true.
No, it would not. Like, let me tell you, I like that song. It's a bop. I love it, love it, love it. I'm like, I don't care. Like, you know, I'm just one of those fans that, you know, I used to stand Lady Gaga hardcore. Yeah, she reminded me of Madonna a lot, but I wasn't the type of person who, you know, every time some new bitch comes out, I have to compare her to Madonna and her rides and shit like that. No.
Everybody does that.
Yeah.
Everybody does that.
And I know, but I don't see it like that. And I don't do that kind of stuff. That's why I liked her at the beginning. But that whole Born This Way bullshit that came with, no. For me, like, that song was great. I don't care. Like, it makes me mad because a lot of people are like, oh, she doesn't want to, you know, go to the, you know, mentor the youth. But I'm like, this bitch has always been about new artists and stuff like that. Just because, you know, she had a tiff with one of them, you're going to ruin that whole career and shit? No, I don't think so. And I'm like, and if Lady Gaga wasn't so full of the bullshit,
then I would have been fine. But you know, it's like every time, you know, that you would think that everything had simmered down and everything was good, Lady Gaga would open her mouth and just put her foot in it, as always. That whole Zayn interview about her doesn't play any instruments when we know the bitch does play instruments, doesn't write her music when we know the bitch
plays the wooden necklace.
The wooden necklace, that's right.
But like, I don't know. I think I can see your point of view, but for me, like, I thought it was a great song. Like, it was just like a beach. Like, you know, she had songs like that before.
Well, yeah, but it's classier to sing a song like She's Not Me, where obviously it's about a love relationship more than a singer. But like this one, it was like, I just felt it was so petty. I don't know. It really bothered me.
I guess because I'm a petty bitch, as it seems, but like to me, I loved it, and like it's great. In my shadow, I was like, yes, bitch, put that bitch in your place.
All right, I'm gonna say something controversial. Everyone's gonna disagree with me, but I feel like Two Steps Behind Me has the classic Madonna melody from the '80s that we haven't heard since Like a Prayer, and you can fucking apply that classic Cher voice to the Two Steps Behind Me. You can talk the talk, but you can't see me. So I listen to that in the car. It's got that Who's That Girl soundtrack melody that only Madonna can do. Lyrics notwithstanding, the song and melody gives me that Madonna classic feel.
I love it.
I love it.
I'm like, I love it. I love it.
I like
so
the music,
much.
but the lyrics just really bother me because I just feel she's so petty and just doesn't need to be that. Like, again, it's like the ingenuineness of her, like, oh, being famous is so tough. Oh, I'm singing this from my Beverly Hills mansion and I'm about to fly off to London and then jet over to New York. So feel sorry for me. Fuck off.
All right. Two Steps Behind Me. Thumbs up or down?
In the middle.
Okay. Is there any other demos that anyone wants to mention? There was that one.
Heaven was good.
Heaven was good.
I'm kind of trash, but me and my friend Alan, we love Back That Up.
Which ended up on Madam X. She recorded for Madam X as a bonus track.
And then she found a way to take a bad song and make it even worse because she ruined it.
Oh my God. I don't know. It was never a bad song for me. I'm mad that Jeff isn't here because we would get ready to the club listening to Back That Up. Oh my God. It's for me, my friend Alan, let me tell you, all the Madonna stans hated that song with a passion, and it was always me and Alan defending it hardcore. I don't know. It's just like, bitch, you don't know how many 11 drops I had in my life because of that fucking song. And I don't know. It's like her and Pharrell make magic for me personally. Some of the best songs on Hard Candy were from Pharrell. So this was great, and it was perfect for me, and I loved it. It's a bop and a half, and I let me tell you, I will drop dead, but make sure on my tombstone it says this bitch was a stan of Back That Up.
You know what I hated though in the Madam X version? Like, it's backed it up to the beat. She never finishes a sentence ever. Like, she never says beat. It drives me nuts. Like, finish the sentence.
It's just like, I wish she had never pulled it back to turn. Oh my God, it's one of my favorite songs, and it's just that Madam X version is horrendous. I hate it.
What'd you guys think of Trust No Bitch?
Another.
Yeah,
pretty bad.
Okay. How about Never Let You Go?
I like that one. I love that song. It's basic, but it's cute.
It's cute.
It's
like a Robin B-side.
Never let you go. Let you go.
I'm like, it's so basic, but it works for her.
Do I feel like it's like a Robin B-side kind of?
I think it's like it's a song that somebody, a third her age would sing.
Isn't Revolution a demo from this thing?
Yes.
Oh,
I like that song.
Trash.
I mean, it's very much like the
God is love.
God is love.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. I heard that today. I hadn't heard it in a minute. I was like, oh, okay.
Nothing lasts forever.
There was freedom.
Take a seat or something. Take a day.
Oh, the Pharrell one.
Take it back. Take it back.
Something I don't even know. It was like horrible. Whatever it was.
Well, Take It Back was like disco-y.
And we didn't even talk about Queen.
It was something that was like a baseball.
Oh, Queen. Let's end our discussion by talking about Queen.
Yeah.
So a beautiful song where she's talking about a queen, her reign ending, Leaving the Throne, Aging. It was a beautiful song. Never got released. How did Queen hit you guys?
I thought the rumors that it was going to be released, but then it leaked and she removed it right off the track.
Much like the real Queen.
Why does she hate us so much? Why?
Much like the real Queen, she is not ready to abdicate the throne.
Right.
It seemed like she was in this song.
Not
like it's very. I don't know. It's very vulnerable. She's talking about the Queen is dead. Who's going to take her place? Who's ready?
That was beautiful.
Nobody.
Yeah,
I thought it was. I listened to it repeatedly today. I was like, fuck, why wasn't this on the album? Fuck.
Jeffrey, did you like Queen?
You know, I'm gonna have to listen to it again. I can't even remember. I remember hearing it, but it's like not memorable to me at all. So I must not have liked it.
I didn't at first, but then when I heard what she's really talking about, I'm like, damn, this is pretty vulnerable and pretty real in an era where doesn't get that real very often, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, we survived Rebel Heart.
We have to give our rankings.
Okay, on a scale of 1, on a scale of Sharon, say it on a scale
of Spanish lesson.
On a scale of Spanish lesson to 10. How would everyone rate Madam X? I'll go in the order of my grid. David, you're first.
8.
8. Jeffrey.
I give it a 3.
Not bad. I was expecting worse.
Well, I was actually starting to make little notes. I wrote down that I liked 6 songs.
Okay.
That's not bad. That's because you started with 1.
Like 19. I know. I as we went through it, I was like, "Oh yeah, I kind of do like that song. Oh yeah, I kind of do like that song." And then but I will say, if the demos were the album, I probably would have given it like a 6 or a 7.
It would have been a classic Madonna album, I think.
Yeah, even with the songs I didn't like, it just that when it all was all put together, I just felt like she stripped out all the goodness of all the songs, and then some of the bad songs made it on like intact, and I was like, "What is she thinking?"
Yeah.
So. Can't completely fault her, but yeah.
Did you like 6 or 7 songs from Madam X? Just skipping ahead a little bit. I'm curious.
So I actually think that's a really strong album. However, because she auto-tuned every song, I don't like any songs off of it.
See you next month. All right.
I mean, that's not true. I do like some of the songs, but that album would be like a 10 for me. But because of the auto-tune, it's probably like a 4.
Wow.
Sorry to give everyone a spoiler.
Well, I do hope you join us next month because I want to hear your commentary.
Depending on my love life, we'll see.
Yeah. Don't get a boyfriend before Madam X, please.
I have one.
Too late.
Oh. Well, we'll set the fucking date.
Like 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
All right, Felix is coming in with a 7. Sharon.
3.
3.
And so I picked 3 before Jeffrey spoke, so I have to stand by that.
But we talked offline, and it was not going to be. I knew it was not going to be high. So.
Well, I'm giving it a 7 because of the demos. Like a lot of the demos that I liked.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I will give Rebel Heart. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck. Get off my fucking pole. Take me to the body shop. Get that Casio keyboard beat on Joan of Arc. Give me the Illuminati. I don't give a fuck. Give me that golden shower.
Jeremy, we just, some of our best times were related to this album. So it's like that's why we're doing 8 and 9s because we're obviously it's not.
That makes total sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say something. I released an album called The Box in 2018, and my dad had passed away, so I inherited his guitars. And one of the songs I wrote on the album is called Somewhere in America. And one of the lines is, driving east as Madonna sings. No, not bitch. But it says driving east as Madonna sings because this album was with me through that whole terrible era. So, I was a blessed and unapologetic bitch, and it gave me a lot of strength. So this album, despite its many flaws, has a special place in my heart that unfortunately Madam X did not land a special place like this one did. So, shall we meet next month to conclude our Madonna series?
Yeah.
Felix, thanks for joining us. I hope you didn't think we're too crazy.
No.
Sharon, Thank you for jumping. Thanks for letting us kidnap you for the whole ride. We appreciate it. Jeffrey, tell your boyfriend you're busy for one day next month.
Oh, I sent you all the songs that I mixed from Rebel Heart.
Nice.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, friends. Well, I'm going to pass out. Thank you so much. And let's meet next month to travel to Portugal and to hang out with Anita in Swali.
Yes. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha.
1, 2, cha-cha-cha. See you next month, friends. Bye.
Bye.